Hey guys, it's time for a brew. The brew of the day is English breakfast, which of course is my favorite. Yay! Alright, so let's get into it and finish up that list. I said I would finish the next day. That was Sunday, I believe. Time has been it's just been one of those weeks that I've had all these things going on, so I will catch you up so we can start clean slate. Anything new happening, I am updating you guys, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So let's get to it. So Monday, normal Monday, except for it was frigid cold, as it was kind of chilly all weekend, and had the windows open, cooling the apartment down, which is really nice. So it makes it so when the heat comes back up, it won't be too bad. But anyways, I get home and I see my neighbor outside, and we got to talking and talked for quite a while about like girly drinks and stuff. It was so cool. She's a really awesome person, and then the other neighbor came out, and we stood around talking some more, all while we're all freezing because it's so cold outside. And which, for reference, guys, side note, 60s is freezing. Just throwing that out there. I'm the wuss, whatever. And so we get to talking and stuff, and finally at a certain time, I'm like, look, I gotta go. I've got a volleyball game tonight, right? It's a Monday, and so I get back in, I change and everything, get out, get going. I'm really realizing how cold it kind of is. You know, I didn't notice before because I had jeans on, because I knew it was going to be a chilly day, so I had jeans on, and I even had a zip-up hoodie, right, to counteract all that. Well, I didn't have that for my volleyball attire, which is essentially shorts, a shirt, and that's about it. But I did wear an extra shirt just to help with that. But anyways, I get there a little late, so they don't put me in first game, which is fine. Normally that'd be fine. I don't care. It was my fault. I got there late. But it's frigid, and it's out in the country, so major cross breeze, and that breeze was not any warmer. It's not any warmer. Oh my goodness. I was shivering the whole time. Because I had a sleeveless underneath my t-shirt, and so I'm grabbing like the inside of the actual sleeveless, and like doing this and this just the whole time, and I was just frigid. I was jumping up and down. If the ball went crazy somewhere, I'm running after it just so I could pump some warmth into me and get my blood flowing. Everything just hurts for me when it's cold, so I had to get that happening. But finally got in the game and playing, and you just knew where the ball was not going to go, because you would have the ball kind of come across, and then the ball was extremely light. It's kind of a newer ball we've been playing with, but quite windy and made setting and everything else really tough. But anyways, good news, we went all 5 games, and we ended up winning the last game. Doing rally scoring, we actually got it. It was a good way to end it. I was so cold still. My ears were hurting. I have really sensitive ears, and so I'm like doing this stuff and everything the whole time, but that made it worth it in the end. So we get done, I just rushed to my car, and on the way home, I don't know if any of you guys talk to your vehicles, like, oh, come on, we warm up, or, come on, get there, we pulled out in front of that guy accidentally, it happens, and come on, car, get there so we can get faster. I've done that a couple times. I feel really bad about it. But so it was just so cold, so I'm like, alright, car, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to set the MPG on the back burner for this drive home, because I turn on the heated seats, I turn on the actual heat of the blower, Oh man, I had to turn all the heated stuff on because I was so cold. And then got home and took a scalding hot shower, and then made myself some tea. And as soon as I drank the tea and everything, I went to bed. I did not stay up. I was so cold and just wanted to go to bed. I was so tired and worn out. And wore a hoodie to bed even. I mean, I just wanted to get all the warmth in. So that it was just a really crazy, difficult night for me. I really should have stayed home, but I'm glad I went because it helped us win. At least that's what I'm gonna tell myself. But so the other thing I wanted to let you guys know, I did say it in my other video, the one that I had to delete because it went all whatever. I got a new neighbor this past weekend. Yeah, this past weekend. And so far everything's good. My nervousness that I had when I was like, oh, we're gonna have somebody new. I don't like new things and change. Oh, it's so awful. So far so good. But I mean, I'm not really the most social person in the world. I kind of have to be thrown into a situation to be social, or something we just have to run into each other. I mean, really, it's just what has to happen. But I have not talked to the new neighbor at all. But hopefully everything goes smoothly. We can all be friends and watch out for each other and watch our, place and all that stuff, because that's what you got to do when you live in close quarters with people, right? And so hopefully we can all just get along, and it should be good stuff. So that's happening. One thing I wanted to, I told you guys I would tell you about, was the haircut story. I went and got a haircut the first time at this place. It's been quite a while back. It was sometime in the winter time. And brand new barber, never been to him. I wanted to try it out. And he cut my hair, basically how I have it now. But at the time, this is the shortest I have ever had my hair. And for the longest time, my mother cut it. Yes, I'm one of those. But she did fine, whatever. I don't care. I just wanted to be done. I really didn't care about being perfect. I just wanted to be short enough that I didn't have to mess with it too much. Well, I told him that. I'm like, I don't want any maintenance, man. And I don't want to wake up with this big spoiler on the side of my head from the pillow, so I wanted it short enough that it wasn't going to do any of that, but I could still, but just long enough on top that I could still put gel in it if I wanted to, which I haven't been. I've just been like, forget that. Shut up, phone, I'm busy. And so I get in the chair, and I tell him all this. We get going on it. Everything's going great, right? And he's snipping different places and stuff, but he gets the clippers out. And then I think, okay, whatever, let's get going, right? Well, I see metal. I can see the metal out of the corner of my eye. It's like I'm used to seeing plastic because Mom always used one of those clippers with all the different attachments for the different lengths, right? And I feel coldness on my head. I had never felt that before, and I was just like, oh, yeah, it's a bit cold. Yeah, it is, just a bit. He's going through. If this helps you with the visual. Going through, buzzing. And he gets all the way around, and I'm like, it's already cold outside, right? And I was like, my head feels a lot colder. But I'm like, well, my hair grows extremely fast. Like, I would literally have to get a haircut like every couple, maybe 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I'd have to get a haircut to really keep up, because my hair grows so fast, right? And so we get through that, right? And I'm like, oh wow, it just feels shorter. And as some barbers do, if they don't know if this is what you're wanting, they do the, hey, well, check it out. Spin me around. I look in the mirror. I have this mini panic attack. Oh my gosh, I'm bald almost, but there's still hair there, and I'm just like, oh, that is so much hair. that he took off. Oh my gosh. I'd never had my hair that short, and it kind of frightened me. Well, so we get done. He shaves the back of my neck, which I've never had that before, and he uses a straight blade, so I think he's just a boss. And so we get done with that, and I get back to work, and throughout the day, I'm just like, God, he took so much hair off. I'm not used to this, right? But over the next few days, I started realizing, especially after the first night, right? I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair, it doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't go anywhere. I was just like, oh, this is really weird. So, I go about the next few days, right? And get through that next week and then the next week. And I'm realizing, right, that it's so short that I can barely grab it as it is now. And it's been a week or so already. Or it's been about a week, sorry. It's been about a week. And it's just so different. I mean, it's just so different. And now every time I go there, I tell him, this is what I want. And we figured it out now because they almost made a mistake this 2 times ago. And we figured out the code. I have to go in and say, I want it short, and I want to feel cold metal. He's like, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Let's do this. He's such a cool guy. So now we know that's the code, is cold metal. Cold metal short, whatever you want to call it. Sounds like an awesome band name, right? Anyways, so that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else to go on. I know this video is kind of long, I'm sorry, but hey, I will see you next time.